It is a balmy night in Tampa Bay for a great matchup, both with 3-game winning streaks, Memphis and Tampa Bay. And good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Simpson. One of the many problems unsolved of the USFL is, what's going to happen to Tampa Bay? Will they start their own league and stay in the spring, or will they acquiesce and move to the fall? This week, owner John Bassett said because of legal entanglements, that's on a hold at least until June 1st. But as head coach Steve Spurrier said, what the heck? We didn't know what was going to happen at the end of the year anyway, so why should we worry? And here they are with a 9-3 record and the number 2 passing team in the league. And Paul McGuire, that could spell trouble tonight for that young defensive secondary of Memphis.
Jim, at the beginning of this season, they were a good young defense with Cade, Coleman, Bussey. But with the acquisition of Don Veselu, number 47, they are a very good young defense. They now play a lot of zone where at one time they played man-to-man. With Veselu, it has made the difference.
Go back to the first game of the year. We were here. Steve Spurrier said Gary Anderson is in great shape. He's going to have one of the best years any back has ever had, and I think Spurrier's right.
Combined, Jimmy's got over 1,200 yards. Gary Anderson is the kind of player that every single coach defensively that face him hate to see, because not only can he block well, but he runs well, catches passes well, and he leads the entire league in scoring.
Enough said. It should be a good game tonight. 3-game winning streaks on the line here in Tampa Bay. Coming up, Pepper Rogers and Steve Spurrier. There is Pepper Rogers, and his team had a low point along the way, but has since won its last 3 in a row, the Showboats. And here's Steve Spurrier of the Tampa Bay Bandits, the Memphis Showboats and the Bandits. And I don't think, Paul, you can find any two looser men as coaches than Steve Spurrier and Pepper Rogers. The sidelines could be better than the game tonight, and that is wrong to say. Here's Jeff Davis. He's going to kick it off. Jeff was just recently signed as kickoffs as Andrew Sission's kicks were not reaching the end zone. The man deep is Henry Williams, the leading kick returner, of course, for Memphis, as Tampa Bay kicks off to Memphis. Henry Williams at the 5-yard line. He's across the 15. He does have speed and gets out to the 25-yard line. So that will mean that coming out will be Mike Kelly out of Georgia Tech. He has started 3 games and won them all. The quarterback, number 12. Tim Spencer, 46, one running back. Anthony Parker, 25, the other. The wide receivers, Derek Crawford, number 9. Greg Moser, number 84. Gary Shirk, the tight end, number 87. Louis Sharp, one tackle. David Huffman, the other. Tyrone McGriff and Kent Smith with the guards, and Larry Rubens at center. First down from the 25-yard line. Second man, that is Parker. And Parker gets out near the 30-yard line. Tackle made by Kelly Kirchbaum, and you could also see Dwayne Anderson, the strong safety, over there also. James Ramey, 78. Ron Simmons, 74. Mike Clark, 79, are the front 3. James Harrell, 50. Al Richardson, 59. Kelly Kirchbaum in on the tackle, 51. Alonzo Johnson, 58, the linebackers. Warren Hanna, 20. Alvin Bailey, 25. The corners, and Dwayne Anderson, 26. And Marcus Quinn, 40, are your safeties. It is second down and 5. There's Mike Kelly. The man has rejuvenated this Showboat offense. And Kelly with his first pass of the night. And caught across the way by Mark Rowell, the tight end, number 83. First down, as Memphis has already moved into Tampa Bay territory.
Well, running play. Pepper Rogers told us that he's going to do some stuff that's short. Mark Rowell catches that pass, which is just short, about a 12-yard pattern. Play action pass into the backfield. That's Ricky Porter, number 26, is back there as the halfback. Rowell just beats the linebacker. And when you have Kelly Kirchbaum, the linebacker, trying to cover a tight end, that's almost impossible.
Pepper Rogers' team has the ball at the 47-yard line. First down. Long count by Kelly. Short drop by Kelly. And the ball is knocked away by the blitzing linebacker, James Harrell, number 50. He and Alonzo Johnson were both blitzing on the play. It is second down and 10. These two teams have met once before, and Memphis lost to Tampa Bay 28-20.
All right, just take a look at the bottom of your screen and to the right. There's the knockdown. That's Alonzo Johnson, number 58, is the man that knocks the ball up in the air. And James Harrell, number 50, almost got to it.
Second down from the 47. That is Moser wide to the right. And the very dangerous Derek Crawford to the left. First man through, and that is Spencer, and Spencer gets a couple of yards, and that is all. You can see Al Richardson there, number 59, one of the inside linebackers. Both teams use the 53, 34, whatever you want to call it, 3-down lineman most of the time.
And we're going to see some other things, some changes up on defenses, but it's going to be in down and distance situations, and we'll show it to you as it goes along and try to explain it all now. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Last 3 games that Memphis played, they beat Birmingham, they beat Houston, and they beat Denver. 3rd down and 8 from the 45. No score, just started. Here's Kelly with a deeper drop this time. He's got the time across the middle. Out is Crawford trying to get the first down. He's got the first down. Crawford picks up the first down to the 35-yard line. Warren Hanna, the cornerback, dragged him down.
Jim, all Derek Crawford is landed a split end on the outside, and he runs underneath all the linebackers. Take a look at the secondary now. They'll all back up. Brett Clark, number 10, is the man that really has a shot. You see Crawford at the 40-yard line going across. Here comes Clark, number 10, right here, and misses him. He wouldn't have made the first down, but then they move up inside, and Warren Hanna, number 20, makes the tackle, but he already has the first down. Good underneath pattern.
Showboats, well, they said that's what they were going to do. Showboats moving the ball very well, and here, whoops, Parker goes nowhere, and that is Al Richardson again down at the bottom, the linebacker, number 59. Second down and 10. And now Shirk goes out, and Mark Rao, who's already caught a pass, comes back in. Now out goes Leonard Williams, and back in comes Tim Spencer into the Memphis offense. Parker now lines up at fullback, and behind him is Spencer. Here comes the blitz. They had a safety blitz going. They pick it up, and there's the throw, and that's a first down near the 20-yard line, complete to Greg Mosier with Hanno right there. But again, Mike Kelly is getting the job done, Paul.
Play action passes are freezing the linebackers, but the linebackers cannot get back to help out on the corner men. And when you have Mosier one-on-one with the corner, which is Hanna in this case, after the play action, watch, the linebacker, Kelly Kirschbaum, cannot get there. So that leaves one-on-one coverage. He gets there late, hits his own man.
Remember, this drive started at the 25-yard line. It's a first down with the nose of the ball almost on the Tampa Bay 20. Moser to the right and Crawford to the left. Tampa Bay has shown a lot of blitzes tonight, and thus far they have been handled, with the exception of one running play by Parker. Here's the short drop. They look the ball up in the air for Crawford, and he can't get to it. No flag called against Alvin Bailey, probably their best man-to-man cover man they've got in that secondary. But they were shoulder to shoulder all the way.
And there wouldn't have been a flag anyway because the ball was not catchable.
Second down and 10. No score, 10:18 to go, first quarter, and as we're so high in Tampa Stadium, we can see out into the streets on either side, and cars are still coming in to park and get in to see this ball game tonight. Moser again to the right and Crawford to the left on second down. No score. That's Tim Spencer, and he's not going very far, is he? That's Ramey you could see up top, but Kelly Kirschbaum has him down the bottom along with Al Richardson, and Richardson has been very, very prominent tonight on defense for Tampa Bay out of LSU. So it is third down and 7 to go. The ball just inside the 18-yard line.
Pepper's looking at his cheat sheet.
Well, thus far, his team has done about what they wanted to do. But here's another big third down situation. This time Crawford goes to the right and Moser to the left, and they have split backs. Ricky Porter has joined Parker in the backfield. And that is Kelly looking, and there's a flag underneath, and Crawford should score, and does. But let's see what the flag was. Was it against the secondary? If so, it is touchdown for Memphis. And we'll sort it out, and we'll have a chance to tell you that Ted Humphreys, our referee tonight, and that's a touchdown. Give that touchdown to Crawford. That is his 8th touchdown catch of the year, and the 4th touchdown pass thrown by Kelly. So on third down from the 17, Crawford got loose across the middle and scored easily.
Jim, Crawford does get loose coming across the middle now, but I think Hanna might have gotten picked off coming in because he is so far behind. Either he got picked off. Now watch, you see Hanna way in the front here. He never had a chance to get to Crawford. Crawford does score. Alvin Bailey hits him at the goal line. Didn't make any difference. But there was a holding penalty against Tampa, but I got a feeling that Hanna did get picked off.
Alan Duncan comes on and adds the extra point, and with 9:29 to go, it's been all Memphis. They took it on a 75-yard drive, and it's 7-0. Now, they told us that Besselou's going to kick off, and here's Alan Duncan to kick off. Well, what are all these meetings with coaches for anyway? No, it's going to be Alan Duncan that's going to kick off. And you can see back there Alvin Bailey, and I do believe that on the other side is Walter Holman, number 32. Well, Bailey and Holman are the men deep, and Duncan will kick off. They've been having Besselou doing the kicking off, whereas for Tampa, they've been using Jeff Davis, meaning that Duncan is the field goal kicker and has not been kicking off, that Zenon Andrusician has been the field goal kicker for Tampa Bay, and he's not been kicking off. Well, Davis did kick off for Tampa, but Duncan gets the honors here. They're up by 7. And this is Alvin Bailey tracking it down at the 6-yard line. Cross the 20, good move there, cross the 30, and down he goes at the 32-yard line. And so now John Reeves, with 18 touchdown passes, sacked only 16 times, comes out to lead his offense. Gary Anderson, very dangerous, number 43, one back. Greg Boone, 21, the other. Wide receivers expected to be Willie Gillespie, 89, and Larry Brodsky, 82. We may see the injured Trevelyan tonight. He was warming up. Marvin Harvey, 87, the tight end. Fike and Smith, the tackles. Pitcock and Newton, the guards. And Foote at center. Trailing 7-0, first down at the 33. Oh, lost the football. Reeves goes for it, but who got it? And let's see who gets up with it. Well, I'll tell you who gets up with it, Calvin Clark. So that's Memphis's ball. Now here is a team that is in the plus column and give away, take away, make very few mistakes. And on the first snap, Clark recovers the ball at the 29.
Now watch this. Actually, it's Reeves' fault. It is not the center's fault in that case, which is Foote. Reeves just did not get control of the ball, started pulling back. When he went ahead, Clark ends up with the football.
Well, for the Bandits with a long way to go, this is not the way to begin, is it? We didn't even give you a chance to have a shot at the defense of Tampa Bay, or of Memphis, because Tampa Bay made the big mistake. Great field position, already leading 7-0. Throw out to Crawford. Whoops. Crawford did a good job there. He stepped around Ramey and finally gets knocked down, and a flag goes down. It may be a forearm that put him down, and that may be the call. Ramey had a shot at him, and nifty little Derek Crawford just danced around him.
Jim, this is a slip screen to the outside, a real quick screen to the flanker on the outside or the split end. But the amazing part about it is watch what Crawford does after he gets the football. Now, he really doesn't have the blocking. Here he slips down. Ramey goes by. There's another miss by Richardson there. Another miss downfield there. That's by Marcus Quinn, number 40. And finally down. But the move.
Not a forearm. They grabbed his face mask.
But the move by Crawford was super. All right, here's another look at it. Now that's Alonzo Johnson there. And there is the face mask right there. You could see it. Good call. Ripped his helmet off.
First down from the 5. Crawford already has 46 yards catching the ball. That doesn't Memphis look good. Move the ball 75 yards. Apparently going to take advantage of this turnover. That's Tim Spencer, and boy, there's no place to go there. No place to go. Remember also, we did not point it out, Paul, that Fred Norgren, their nose tackle, who leads the league with 10 sacks, or I should say has 10 sacks. Thornton of Denver has 11. But those 10 sacks and that good nose tackle play of Fred Norgren lost for the year to Tampa Bay, broken leg.
Very inspirational player, Fred Norgren, and every time that we have done their games, you can isolate him anytime you want, and you know that he's hustling. He's the kind of guy, Jim, when they throw a little 12-yard pattern, and about 26 yards down the field, you'll see Fred Norgren at least helping out on the tackle.
Well, they had to call time there. They're down to 4 seconds and had called a play. Timeout, first quarter, 7-0 Memphis. When we come back, it's second down and goal to go from the 5. And let us see whether or not it is Tony Office, I believe, who has replaced him. So Harold Richardson, Office, and Johnson. Office was a starter there one time. Kirchbaum, who has been a bulwark of their defense, may be hurt. We will check on that. But it's second down, goal to go. Already leaving leading by 7 Memphis.
Either a rollout here or a bootleg, maybe.
Well,
straight
no.
back.
Loops it out. Oh, look at this. Touchdown. Crawford has his second. Crawford has his second. Now that man is 5'10", and you would have thought he was a 6'4" tight end the way they just looped it up for him and looped it right over the defenders back to Crawford.
Jim, what he did is he took Alvin Bailey into the post, in towards the middle of the end zone, and then broke it back to the outside. He just left Alvin Bailey in the middle. He goes back to the outside. Ball a little bit high, but don't worry about it. See Alvin Bailey coming in from the inside out. Look at this one-handed catch. That's beautiful.
What do you think the people of Birmingham and New Jersey are saying now? Whoopee, because they would like to see Tampa Bay get knocked off and put them all at a shot at a tie for the lead in this Eastern Conference. Crawford with his 8th and 9th touchdown catches of the night. Duncan in to add the extra point, and does. So 7:27 to go. It's Blitzville, but a long way to go. Memphis leading by 14. Again, Duncan, not Bessalou, is going to be the man to kick off. And again, Bailey and Walter Holman are the deep men. Look at maybe toward Holman. There's a flag down. Holman takes it at the 10-yard line. Memphis may have been offside, and down goes Holman. But there are 2 flags, one on either side of the field. So I'm sure Paul will have to kick it again.
It's offside. Well, you make him kick it again.
Sure. Well, anyway, I started to say Ted Humphries our referee, which he is, but I have not given you the rest of the officials tonight.
Kicking team, number 26.
Dave Foley is the head linesman. Robert Walker, the line judge. The back judge is Tony Viteri. Rick Eichhorst is the side judge. The field judge is John Everett. And Michael Looney rounds out the staff.
Dave Foley, ex-Buffalo Bill.
Good offensive lineman.
You bet he was.
Ohio State? Was he?
Yes, he was.
Okay, I got that right. Look at the crowd here tonight, and there are still some people coming in here. And remember, this town, as you well know, has the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and if they do go to the fall, what happens to Tampa Bay? Do they stay in the spring, or do they move, or what? Showboats, as we've told you, have beaten Denver, Birmingham, and Houston in the last 3, and all 3 teams were in first place at the time they played and beat them. So what a difference the installation of Kelly and the addition of Sharp and Banaszak and a few others have made.
The amazing thing about that is when you look at the 2 run-and-shoot teams, Denver and Houston, 15 points for one, 17 points for the other one, Jim. That's playing defense.
Well, that might give cause for concern to John Reeves, Larry Brodsky, Gary Anderson and company tonight. They're down by 14, and this team is playing good defense, even though the Memphis defense is no better than 7th in the league. They've been playing a lot better than that lately. Duncan still gets the kickoff, and this will be very short. Holman will take it almost at the 16-yard line. Trying to break it outside, and gets out to about the 29-yard line. Dragged down out there by Darrell Goodlow. Former Oklahoma star. Now, here we go again. Reese is back in again. Anderson is in again. Boone is in again. Brodsky and Gillespie. Harvey, your tight end. Fike and Smith, the tackles. Pitcock and Newton, the guards, and Foot at center. We said that before. They never got the snap. Same formation they used on the first play. This time, Reeves drops back. Reeves has time and throws and has a first down. Well, that's the way to do it. And that's Larry Brodsky again. Mossy Cade is on him. And is Brodsky okay? A little slow. Boy, he took a belt there. Cade is the man who was underneath him, but that's the first down.
Well,
that's
actually,
the 47th catch. Sorry, Paul. 47th catch of the year.
It wasn't Cade that hit him. It was the outside linebacker that came across, which was Hammond, I think 54, that came across and does all the damage. Cade is there. Brodsky, a possession receiver, great hands. And here, watch Hammond 54 when he hits here and they crush him between the two. It's going to take a lot to keep Brodsky down, believe me. Here it is again. You see where he gets sandwiched between Hammond and Cade. And they both almost hit at the same time.
Oh, right in the head. Cade's helmet hit him. Cade's bell is probably ringing a little bit also. It takes a lot to keep Brodsky down, but Larry is still down, and now he's getting up.
He's all right.
47th catch of the year. He'll come off for the moment, and Eric Trevelyan will replace him.
E.T.
Now defensively, Sam Clancy 90, Reggie White 92, Calvin Clark who recovered the fumble 74. The front three for Memphis: John Corker, Steve Hammond, Will Coakley, Carlton Rose, the linebackers, Mossy Cade, Leonard Coleman, the young cornerbacks, Barney Bussey and Don Besselou, the safeties. 14-0 Memphis, first quarter. Anderson hadn't touched the ball yet, and is not going to here. There is downfield Willie Gillespie, and he kept on going, and the ball was thrown to the sideline and way short.
Well, when you see a situation like that, they're going hurry-up offense, but you got to blame the receiver because Reeves is throwing the ball on an out pattern, the receiver's running a deep streak pattern, straight down.
Second down 10 from the 41. Reeves, not the time, now gets it, and that's Gary Anderson for 2 or 3 yards. Steve Hammond, who moments ago leveled Brodsky, put Anderson down.
Here they go again. They're going hurry up right on the ball.
Got to get something going, down by 14, although there's still 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Third down and about 5. Reeves again. Don't want to give up the football here, and now, did Gillespie take a hit there from Barney Bussey, the #1 pick of the Memphis Showboats out of South Carolina State, and it is 4th down, and Steve Spurrier, genial Steve, is not too happy about what's happened in the first 9 minutes plus of this game.
Well, there's another pass to Gillespie that John Reeves threw, Jim, and Gillespie, when he made the turn, didn't look back quick enough because the ball was there as he made the turn.
Henry Williams, a man deep, and Recession kicks away. He may have a running start here if he can hold on to the football, and barely does. Williams lucky to hold the ball to mark it at the 24. 5:39 to go. We're in Memphis, or we're in Tampa, where everything is coming up Memphis. They lead by 14 points. Tampa Bay's come up with a first down, and that's about all. Memphis. Here's play action. Here's Crawford again. What a night he's having. And there's a couple of good moves there. And finally, Marcus Quinn wrestled him out of bounds, but he's got another first down out near the 40. And we came on the air, Paul, talking about the secondary of Memphis and the problems they would have. It's the problems of the secondary of Tampa Bay.
Exactly. Now, Tampa Bay, they've shut the run down. But just take a look. Here's that little slip screen again to the outside. They hit the flanker. The tackle and the guard pull out. They get a good block. Alvin Bailey never gets up to make the play, number 25, and the inside has to happen. Now they've got number 80, Bradley.
Bradley has replaced Derek Crawford. Well, just running straight ahead was Mike Morgan, looked like. That's who it is. Second-year man out of BYU playing the down line position. And the man who's upset about it is Larry Rubens, the center.
Illegal contact with the center. Defense number 76.
Let's tell you what, Paul. Bandit ball isn't doing too well at the moment. This makes it first down and 5.
All right, let's take a look. Does the center move? No, Morgan just takes off, and you could tell the center did not move.
Now you can also tell why Larry Rubens was mad. I would be too. All right, first down and 5. 5:16 on the clock, first quarter. Tim Spencer, that's Quinn trying to put him down, and finally does with some help. But that's another first down for Memphis. They continue to roll along. A 7-5 team going against a team with the best record in the league of 9-3-0.
I said they stopped the run up until this play. This is an 8-yard gain by Tim Spencer, and they just go right straight at it. And the move that Spencer makes back to the inside, but look at Quinn. He grabs onto Spencer and rides him for another 4 or 5 yards. You need help.
All on the 42-yard line, and that score is not incorrect. That is correct. Well, Spencer's going to go outside. No, not too far, is he? That's Kirchbaum. Well, Kirchbaum started him down, and a few other people helped him down. But there were some missed tackles there. They had him at the line of scrimmage, and he picks up another 5.
Yeah, it's just a great individual run with continuous effort when you watch Spencer, because he was hit actually in the backfield by moving his legs and not stopping his legs, enabled him to pick up about 6 yards total.
Pepper Rogers said after the win over Houston last week he doesn't know how long his team can play at this emotional high. Well, they've started out on an emotional high tonight, and Crawford is back in now, and to the left with Mosier to the right. Second down and 4. Spencer's having a good time, isn't he? He's got a first down to the 31-yard line. Spencer having a good night running. Strong safety Dwayne Anderson there, along with Mike Morgan, the nose tackle, who peeled back.
Let's watch the tight end, Jerry Shirk, number 87. Now, he's blocking down on number 77, Mike Butler, and all he has to do is turn him to the inside. Once you turn the defensive end to the inside, Jim, and the back kicks out on the linebacker, there's a natural hole.
They almost had a substitution of the linebacking corps, but Tony Office was late getting on the field. So they're going with what they've got as they give it to the up man. And Parker gets down to the 26-yard line. Paul, they're just grinding it out. They've been able to throw the ball. Crawford's got great statistics. He's got 2 touchdowns caught already. And Spencer and Parker just running right up the middle.
But the key to this whole thing is that offensive line, the job they're doing on a defensive line of Tampa Bay. Now, Kelly Kirschbaum is limping off. Tony Office, number 52, goes in. But when you watch that offensive line, Jim, they're the ones that are really doing the job. They're getting to the defensive line of Tampa. And it looks like the line on a defense, they're catching the offensive lineman.
Well, I know it's a great offense at Tampa Bay, but if they don't hold him here, it is a long road back. 2nd down and 5. Kelly back to throw. Kelly throwing for the end zone, and no, it is not caught by Mark Rao. It is overthrown, and Kelly is put down by a blitzing linebacker, who is number 58, Alonzo Johnson, and a flag is down. And maybe it is on Johnson. I'm not sure.
Alonzo Johnson is going to put some heat on Mike Kelly. Watch this. Here comes Office right there. That's a good hit, Jim. You cannot stop if that's roughing the quarterback. I don't understand the call for the simple reason.
I don't think it is. It's going the other way, Paul.
It's roughing the passer.
It is.
But Jim, you can't when a linebacker is in the air. You can't put the brakes on in the air when you're off the ground. And he didn't do anything illegal. He hit him in the chest.
Ball at the 13, just inside the 13.
All right, just take a look at this now. Jim, watch to the right of your screen. You're going to see Johnson coming in. Now, the ball's up in the air. He can't stop.
All right, first down inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. What a first quarter Memphis is having. What a terrible first quarter Tampa Bay's having. Spencer finally gets nailed there. And that is Mike Morgan, who is playing a lot of nose tackle tonight instead of Ron Simmons, who was listed as the starter since Fred Norgren is out. And it is 2nd down and 10 to go from a 13-yard line. They're really shuffling linebackers in and out, Paul. They've used Harrell, Richardson, Kirschbaum, Johnson, and also Office, but Office has played a couple of different places. Now they put another linebacker in and take out Mike Morgan. Second down 10, Moser the man in motion. Kelly all the time in the world. He throws underneath to Moser. Moser is going to score. And that makes it 20-0. And Memphis has dissected Tampa Bay thus far in the first quarter.
They certainly have. And now you remember Crawford running those 2 underneath patterns. One, he caught a touchdown, the same place from Moser. But watch what happens. They ran Moser in motion. Then they bring him underneath the linebackers. And there's no way, you don't see the corner. Yeah, that is the corner. Hanna trying to stay with him. Quinn, as a safety, comes up later on. But the corner man, who is Hanna, number 20, could not stay with him.
Alan Duncan in to try the extra point. Mike Kelly had thrown 3 touchdown passes all year. He's thrown 3 in the first quarter tonight. Well, who would have thought it? Tampa Bay is a 7-point favorite in this, a touchdown favorite. 1:19 to go in the first quarter. They are down by 21 points. I want to point out something that you said, Paul, against the 2 run-and-shoot teams in the last 3 weeks. This Memphis defense gave up 17 to Denver and 15 last weekend to Houston. And this Tampa Bay ball club is down by 21 already.
Think about it.
I'm thinking Duncan to kick off. And Bailey and Holman are the deep men. Maybe the finest quarter Memphis has played all year. Sometime one of the up men will take this ball and not go too far with it. Good night. Was that Dave Piles? It was.
Well, first of all,
tackle.
They will talk to Dave Piles about this. Number one, you don't back up to not as a tackle to back up to receive a kickoff, especially when you have Holman sitting behind you.
About a yard behind.
I like your guts, David. That's great. Show him some moves. But you might have to lose about 150 pounds.
He only weighs 270.
All right, John.
First down, 27-yard line. Reeves and company have done nothing. Anderson, dangerous to do something at all times, does something, he picks up a first down. Now see, he hasn't touched the ball tonight. And now he touches the ball and first down.
Barney Bussey got a lesson in not having yourself prepared to make a tackle, number 8, because Gary Anderson makes a move on Barney Bussey. Watch when he runs up in the middle. There's the blocking, it's excellent. But wait a minute, right here, look at Barney Bussey. He went down to his knees. Gary Anderson picked up the first down.
Brodsky is in, so he's okay from a 39-yard line first down. The fake to Anderson. They tried to get it across the line of scrimmage to Anderson, and it was knocked down by Reggie White, the nose tackle, on the way. By the way, let's get back to Mike Kelly for a moment. It just started 4 games ago. He's 8 for 11, 3 touchdowns, which matches his season total, as we said, 117 yards. We got 35 seconds in the first quarter.
Scares you, doesn't it?
If it's Steve Spurrier, you're very scared. Spencer Jackson is coming now, number 88, wide receiver for Tampa Bay, and goes wide left.
Brodsky's back in.
Yep, he's on the right side. They got Anderson set up as a flanker, and he's coming out. They're going to throw instead to Brodsky, and he's going to get hit again and go backwards. But that should be out to about the 48-yard line. And the fans want some kind of call there. They get it done. The same 2 men involved with him, Hammond, 54, and Cade, number 3, that put him down and out moments ago. Second down and short.
Do you ever feel like you were in some kind of revolving door? Did you see Brodsky that time? They kept spinning him around.
I tell you, Paul, time is about to run out. We got 4 seconds to go in the quarter, and I'm sure Tampa Bay would just like to forget this first quarter. Memphis, they don't want to forget it. An outstanding first quarter played by the Showboats of Memphis. They lead on 3 touchdown passes by 21. We begin the second quarter. Tampa's got the ball, third and about a foot, trailing 21-0.
I don't think we'll see a trick play. They just got to get a first down. I got to get on the board. There we will.
Oh, well done. They're going to throw it out here, and they've got the first down and plenty more. Look at that work done by Jerry Price, the tight end. Bussey and Corker put him out of bounds, and that is a first down.
Well, I'm 1 for 1. Wrong. What a great play. All right, let's take a look at it. 38 yards. Well, remember now, Tampa Bay, the first time they touched the ball, fumbled. 156 yards, but I think the most impressive thing is, Jim, we were talking about Kelly, 117 yards passing against Tampa Bay in the first quarter.
Brodsky comes out wide to the left. Spencer Jackson goes to the right. Anderson is a flanker left. Check that. They've got 3 wide receivers. Anderson's not in there. They throw the ball toward Greg Boone, and he can't get it at second down. Paul, looking at our schedule, meaning personally your schedule and my schedule, next week we're at Portland, and in 2 weeks we are in New Jersey. Well, next week in Portland, Memphis is there. 2 weeks from now in New Jersey, Memphis is there. And look out Portland and look out New Jersey. This team is looking good.
They really are, and it's all due. I mean, Kelly's made a big change offensively, but this defense has really come together. They got 11 men up front.
Well, I tell you what, they don't have Gary Anderson in there either. That is Boone running with the ball, and Boone, that's not Booze, that's for Boone. That's first down inside a 35-yard line. Gary Anderson has carried the ball for first down tonight, and that's been about it. They tried to throw to him across the line of scrimmage one time, and the ball was batted down, but he's not been a part of the offense.
It's a quick draw to Boone. He's the only man in the backfield. Everybody is looking at pass because they had 3 wide receivers and a tight end, and then Boone goes downfield, and he picks up the first down. It's a good call. Now Boone's still back there by himself.
I got a question for you after this. Eric Trevelyan is in again. There's a throw on the far side, and that is Trevelyan, the man in question. Gets away from Cade. Down the sidelines he goes and knocked down first down. First down. Will Coakley put him down? Now, maybe the question doesn't fit here. I'll let you watch the replay, and then I'll ask the question.
Well, he jumped in Leonard Coleman's face after it's over with. Watch E.T. now. They left E.T. alone on the outside. Eric Trevelyan supposed to have a bad leg. That's wrong. Watch this. He makes a move there, goes by Mossy Cade. Mossy Cade knocks off Hammond. And then he gets knocked out of bounds. That's Coleman that knocks. No, that's not Coleman. Excuse me. That wasn't Coleman that knocked him out of bounds.
That's Coakley.
That's Coakley that knocked him out of bounds. But he ran back and got in Coleman's face.
First down from the 11-yard line. Reeves. And no. Intended for Trevelyan. Brodsky was in the same area. Now I'll ask the question. They've done very well. They got second down from the 11-yard line. When you've got a back like Gary Anderson, Paul, who has caught 3 touchdown passes and has scored 13 running, why isn't he in there?
I don't know.
He's a great pass catcher.
They just heard you because here he goes.
He's the second. He's the second leading pass catcher on the team.
They just answered. He heard you,
Okay.
James. He answered your question.
Well, my point is Steve Spurrier's team also moved down without him, so they were doing a good job. But I just wonder with a back
with
like
3
that.
wide receivers and a tight end, you've got to have Boone in there to block. But Anderson is not a bad blocker either. They're going to blitz. Movement in the offensive line.
Offensive line. If it is, it'll be. And there goes the flag down. Now here's a team that is the least penalized, and they've picked up a couple already tonight. Tampa Bay has outscored all their opponents 120-53 this year in the second quarter. They're going to need some of that kind of offensive magic and potency here to get close to Tampa Bay, and it's going to be offensive line.
The formation was legal.
Oops.
No penalty?
No penalty. Formation was legal. No movement. Second down.
Oh, no, wait a minute. They said the formation was legal.
Right, but they're not penalizing anybody, Paul, so the flag apparently does
But how
not
about
go.
all the movement?
They didn't call that. Second down and 10 from the 11-yard line. Willie Gillespie is checked back in. He is to the left. Got single coverage over here from Leonard Coleman. Right at the bottom of your picture. Reeves in the middle of a lot of folks and throws in the middle of a lot of folks. And that ball, is it caught or intercepted? They're saying it is intercepted in the end zone. It was tended for Marvin Harvey, and coming up with is Will Coakley. And there goes down Steve Spurrier.
Well, Coakley had it first, then he bobbled the ball, and he bobbled it into the arms of Marvin Harvey, and Harvey let it bounce off of him right back into Coakley's hand. This is one of those trick plays that didn't work. That's not, though, on a trick play. He throws this ball away, sees the rush. Now, the ball is tipped there first by Bussey.
Got it.
Then Coakley tips it to Harvey. Harvey tips it back to Coakley, and that's an interception.
How about that? And he is intercepted. Memphis has got the ball in the 21-point lead. Memphis, they lead by 21. Interception in the end zone. And here comes Kelly and group handing off to Spencer. And Spencer gets across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. Second down and 4. Mike Clark is at the bottom of that, along with Tony Office, who is in there. Kirchbaum must be banged up, Paul. He's played a play or two and then come out.
Well, he did limp off the field, Jim. And one thing, now that first play from scrimmage, first down, they picked up 6 yards. They went with a double tight end and only one wide receiver. That was Moser.
Second down and 4. Derek Crawford to the left and Greg Moser to the right. Little fake, and there's Crawford by himself. Marcus Quinn knocks him out of bounds, and that is another first down. Crawford is having an outstanding night.
Jim, the difference on this play here is that they had Alvin Bailey. They were playing a double up on that side. Alvin Bailey went up and hit Crawford. When he did, Marcus Quinn did not come over and pick up Crawford and left him open in that seam. There is a gap between there. And that time Kelly hit him in the gap.
6 passes for 82 yards thus far with 13:05 to go in the first half.
And 2 touchdowns.
Moser's got the other one. Mark the ball at the 42-yard line. First down. Parker and Porter in the backfield. Oops, nope, that is Leonard Williams. And Williams is hauled down by Ron Simmons, but a flag is down on the play. Could be holding, and it might be the first major penalty against Memphis tonight. Everything has really come up roses, and don't get me wrong, unsportsmanlike conduct. It's going to be against Memphis. Don't get me wrong, Memphis has a 21-point lead and deserves every point they've got, with the exception of the great field position when Reeves pulled away too quickly.
Exactly. The first drive, they just marched down the field without any hesitation. That time it was called on number 68, Tyrone McGriff. On last Sunday's game against Houston, they got him for the same thing, and I was teasing him.
Such a nice man.
He really is. I was teasing him before the game today down the field. I said, you know, you're getting a reputation of being a mean guy on the field. He said, no, I'm not. He said, only after the man ripped my helmet off did I go after him.
Take the ball all the way back to the 27-yard line. Another game tonight in San Antonio. Oakland and San Antonio tied at 7. And, of course, Oakland 8-3-1, just a half a game behind Houston, the favorite in that one. First down and 25. Mike Kelly, 3 touchdown passes tonight. The backs are split, and Leonard Williams remains in there, and here's Kelly. Kelly's got the time and throws, and that is a fine catch by Moser. Hanna was there, but that's what Moser's known for, the great hands.
Boy, he does have great hands. He reminds me of Brodsky. They both possession pass receivers. That time he got hit by Hanna after he caught the ball. But just take a look at the hands on him, Jim. The ball is actually thrown behind Moser. He catches the ball. The good hit by Hanna still holds on to the football.
That's a pickup of 17, so it is still second down and 8 from the 44. Look at those statistics. Fake to Williams, and the throw out here, and bounced out of bounds after the catch is number 87, Gary Shirk, the veteran tight end. Warren Hanna, busy on the night, put him out of bounds. And that is very close to a first down, perhaps about a yard shy.
The thing where Tampa has to regroup, Jim, is for the simple reason that Mike Kelly is not only picking out Crawford's got 6 receptions. He's throwing to Moser, he's throwing to Shirk, he's throwing to Rao. He's got anyone that he wants to pick out and throw to, and everything seems to be working very well. And again, give credit to that offensive line for keeping the defense out.
Short yardage. Tim Spencer's got the first down. He's got 5, 10, 15 yards, plenty. Now remember, they had a first and 25. They had third and about a yard, and they picked up about 11 to 12 yards. So move the ball to the 37 and continue to give credit to that Memphis Showboat offensive line.
Well, on this play here, you look at the right side of the line, which is Smith and Hoffman. Take a look at them. They're blocking beautifully in the offensive line, and then Spencer just breaks it to the outside. When the hole is there, the tight end that time blocked in, and the up back blocked out.
Well, we've got better than 11 minutes to go, but I'm looking at the worst defeats by Tampa Bay this year. 30-3 from Birmingham and 50-28 by Houston. A long way to go, but Memphis is saying the more time, the more points we'll score. There's another completed pass out to the far sideline, out of the backfield. Anthony Parker put down by Alonzo Johnson. And that's a pickup of 6 yards. Move the ball to the 31-yard line.
Jim, again, Tampa's going to have to make some type of an adjustment. Now, when they blitz, they end up with one-on-one coverage, correct? And every time they do that, their corners are getting beat. Now, they got to put some heat on Kelly. Again, credit the offensive line. They are doing the job.
They've taken Alvin Bailey out and put newcomer Mike Thurman, number 34, on the right corner. And there goes Leonard Williams, and the tackle is made there by Tony Office, number 52, but that's another first down as they move the ball down to the 25-yard line. This is incredible. You know, they've only played 20 minutes. We've got 40 minutes to go, and here are the Showboats, underdogs in this game by about a touchdown, up by 21, and looking as though they're going to score again. Moser goes wide left. He's caught 1. Crawford, who's caught 2, comes to the right. And there goes Leonard Williams. Everybody's running well for about 5 yards there. Make no mistake, with the best record in the league, Tampa Bay did not do it with mirrors, but their mirrors aren't shining brightly thus far tonight.
Tyrone McGriff that time, number 68, got a great block on Mike Butler, the defensive end. He just pulled and trapped. They just ran up the middle, picked up only 3 yards, but his block was beautiful.
Well, let's take Rubens, played center for the Packers. McGriff, 3 years with the Steelers. Sharp, a first-round draft pick of the Cardinals, rookie of the year. And then Huffman, the All-American at Notre Dame, the All-Everything veteran of the NFL. That's a good offensive line they got down there. Second down and long, about 7. Kelly puts it toward the end zone, and there's the catch into the end. Nope, they say that he dropped the ball.
That's Rao that dropped the ball, and you know, this offensive line, you talk about picking up people. They have been doing that for Kelly, and he had time to find Rao. I don't think Rao was the primary target at that time.
Well, the man is down. 8:52 to go in the first half. 21-0 Memphis. Check on the injury when we return to Tampa Bay. But you can see that he is talking. It looks, we're thinking it's James Harrell. And he is talking to the people, as you can tell, but they're not letting him up. Now they're getting him up. That's Doug Bedoin. That's not James Harrell. That's Bedoin, not Harrell.
All right, this offensive line just does the job. Now watch what the offensive line does. Now you're looking at Reuben, Smith, McGriff, Bollinger's in there. No place for the defense to get off the line of scrimmage. The blocking is great. The offensive line sees touchdown. Wrong, guys. Now here comes the hit. That's Rao. And is that Bedoin that hits him there?
Yeah,
sure
maybe
is
his
Doug
shoulder.
Bedoin, and that's the man.
Yep.
And with that hit, Rao dropped the ball.
And you can see him holding that right shoulder area. And the ball's at the 22-yard line. Third down now. Memphis tonight has just, well, they've been good at all times, but they have come up with some amazing third down plays. It was third down when they scored one of their touchdowns. Crawford goes to the left, and Moser comes to the right, and Kelly gears up at 3rd and 7.
And they've been very successful in the middle of the field, Jim, by bringing these guys underneath.
Kelly is throwing for Moser. He's beaten everybody, and the ball is tipped. The ball is tipped by Warren Hanna, I believe, number 20. And now, for the first time, they're going to have to go for a field goal. That means Alan Duncan.
This is a great play by Warren Hanna because watch, he is already beaten to the outside. Now he looks back at the ball, find the football, hit it, then it goes off Moser off his back. He had no chance to get it, but that, just an excellent play. Also Anderson, number 26, was back there helping out.
All right, this will be a 39-yard kick. He's 3 for 4, Duncan is, in this distance. 39-yard field goal attempt is good. They've done everything right tonight, and that makes it 24-0 with 8:43 to go, and Tampa Bay will try again. Our score here, 24-0, and now Alvin Bailey and Holman will practice. Oh, Holman's all the way back to the 1-yard line, and gets out to about the 18 or 19. And now John Reeves, Gary Anderson, Greg Boone, Larry Brodsky, Woody Gillespie, Marvin Harvey will try to get something going. They've had nothing going at all tonight, with one exception, when they had a first down about the 5, and then came the interception from Harvey or Coakley to Harvey to Coakley in the end zone.
All right, it's time to get Gary Anderson in the game.
Hasn't been so far.
And Brodsky.
He has carried the ball one time, Anderson. He's had 3 100-yard games this year. And there's a lot of time left. Going underneath, and the ball is caught for the first down. Getting up, that is Larry Brodsky. First down at the 30-yard line.
Now there's a difference now. Before we were showing you Mike Kelly, and he had all the time in the world. Now take a look at Reeves. He's back to throw, but they're already up in his face. And when you're up in the man's face, that was Reggie White, 92. It's tough to find a secondary receiver, so you have to go to your primary target.
Gillespie left and Brodsky to the right. First down from the 30-yard line. Crowd quiet here, and now Anderson is running again. See, now, I'm not a coach. It is up to you to tell me why. That's 2 times he's carried the ball. That's 2 first downs.
Okay. I just said when they come out on the field, these 2 people you have to start with your offense to get it moving. Brodsky, on the first play, they throw a pass to him. Second time, another first down, they hand the ball to Anderson. And just go to these 2 people until Memphis makes an adjustment to stop him, and then go someplace else.
This man has got 16 touchdowns on the year, running and catching the ball. First down.
Now they have them next to each other on the outside.
Here's Reeves. Going out. Oops, throws by Anderson on the far sideline there. Anderson turned it back toward the line of scrimmage, and the ball was thrown on his outside shoulder. He couldn't get back in time. Second down and 10, 7 minutes left in this first half. Good crowd here tonight. They expected 40. They have at least 40, if not more. Temperature in the high 70s.
You don't think they draw a crowd? They even had, when they had Brodsky and Anderson in the same position, they even drew the left end. Sam Clancy, number 90, was out in coverage.
24-0, Memphis leads first half. Reeves stumbled a little bit coming up, but now he's got a time, but nobody to throw to. And throw that is Bussey across the line of scrimmage, putting the hit on Gary Anderson after just a yard or two.
Jim, Barney Bussey's job as the strong safety, normally they cover the tight end. But what he does in this situation, every time that Gary Anderson will slip out of the backfield, you will probably see number 8, Bussey, in his face.
Trevelyan goes in as a third wide receiver now, and Anderson comes out on third down and 6 to go from the 45-yard line.
Keep Boone in there for blocking.
Showing blitz, and they're blitzing. The ball is caught across the way by Gillespie, but a flag is down across the way. Will hold everything. Gillespie has enough for the first down if the flag is not against Tampa Bay.
Against Tampa Bay.
And it's against Tampa Bay. Now here's the least penalized team in the league. They just don't get penalized, but Tampa Bay's been penalized again. They only have 56 all year, and this is their third tonight in less than a half. Don Reeves hitting on 56% of his passes before tonight. 18 touchdowns until now. 17 interceptions as a result of the Coakley interception in the end zone. Third and about 11. They need something, and they're going to get it, because Willie Gillespie has got the ball and has got the first down and has moved into Memphis territory inside the 45-yard line.
Jim, they only went with a 3-man rush, they being Memphis at that time, and they dropped the linebackers off. They had the nickel situation, and they went into a zone. But watch what Gillespie does. You see him now. What Gillespie, you watch it. See the 50? He just works himself into the zone. There's Coleman there. He is not the man that missed the tackle. Coakley, number 58, missed the tackle. He picks up the first down.
3 wide receivers and Anderson the setback. They give it to Anderson, and he's going to try to get outside. And now there's the good cut, and Anderson makes more good yardage. About 7 or 8 yards down to the 36-yard line. Corker and Coakley put him down.
Carlton Rose is mad because Marvin Harvey was holding him and he had to right. But watch what Anderson does. This is supposed to be a draw. There's nothing in the middle. Watch when he can't go any further to see the holding right there on 91 Rose. Now Anderson says, I can't go any further. It's not his time to go upfield. He picks up 7 yards.
Second down and 3. 4.5 minutes to go in the half. 24-0. Memphis leads, and Tampa Bay trying to get this closer by halftime if they can. Drop. Anderson blocking this time. They throw across the middle to their tight end Marvin Harvey, and he's got a first down at the 33-yard line. Now check that. That's inside the 30-yard line at the 28-yard line. Well, land of lost opportunity. They were intercepted in the end zone. Ball thrown from the 5-yard line. Could have had a score. Did not. And here they come again. Ball game 24-0 Memphis, and I'm not promoting the game at all. I'm simply saying with this offensive Tampa Bay, look out. It can be a lot closer than this.
But they better stop. First of all, they have to stop Memphis.
That they've not been able to do. You're right there. There's the ball thrown, and that is Brodsky, and the 2 cornerbacks, Coleman and Cade, put him down at the 10, first down. They'll mark it at the 11.
They just took a play from Memphis. I mean, they have that in their playbook, but all they did was take Brodsky and run him underneath. And when they ran him underneath, they couldn't stay with him. The reason they keep Boone in the backfield is for this, Jim, right here. Take a look at the blocking of Boone. Boone is the fullback. Just no way that he's going to let anyone get in near the quarterback, and that was Corker, number 53, their blitzing linebacker who leads this team, Memphis, in sacks. I think he does, doesn't he? Yeah, close to it.
Steve Spurrier is a little concerned here. Jerry Price is in as the tight end. Reeves puts it over, and there's the man we just talked about. Price, the tight end, near the 5-yard line. It is 2nd down and 3 to go.
Get to the 4-yard line. They can still get a first down without scoring.
Here comes Trevelyan back in. Boone comes out. All right, now we don't have. I'm looking. Yep, Anderson is still out there. So you got 3 wide receivers. You got Brodsky, Trevelyan, and Gillespie. And you've got Anderson in the backfield.
And Price, the tight end.
So a bundle of potential receivers. 2nd and 3 for the first down. Now they throw for the end zone and touchdown. Trevelyan has the touchdown. He was in the end zone. He wound up out of the end zone, but he caught the ball in the end zone. And Steve Spurrier says we are on the board and looks to see how much time is left. 2:08.
Jimmy breaks the plane to the goal line, but the question is, did he have possession when he made the catch in the end zone before he came back out?
The officials said he did.
And Memphis is saying something. Now the question is, they can tell Pepper, do we want to question this and have the red flag?
They haven't thrown it yet, but they may, so hang on.
Well, Pepper can only do this because there's no way he could tell from there. But if his players tell him that we want to see a red flag, and let's see that thing.
So he's going to talk upstairs.
That's right. Now Pepper's got to listen to his players here saying, did he have control of the ball when he came out of the end zone? If he didn't have control of the ball, it's not a touchdown. Even the officials are talking about it. If he bobbled that ball and came out of the end zone bobbling the ball, he did not have possession of the ball. He would probably still have a first down.
First down and goal to go from the 1.
I want to see a red flag.
I like to watch those replays myself.
Look at Pepper. Who's he talking to? Talking to the booth. I can't see him up here, Pepper, because we can hardly see you down there from where we're sitting.
All right, we're watching with you. We have no indication.
All right, now the question is, did Eric Trevelyan have possession of the ball in the end zone? Even though you come down, you must have possession. Here's the throw. Now look, is he bobbling the football? The ball's coming down. The ball's coming down. He does not have possession of the ball in the end zone, Jim. This is not a touchdown. Now I would question it. There's a red flag, and I guarantee you they put that ball on the 1-yard line.
And it'll be 1st and goal to go. So take the touchdown pass away. Slow things up. But don't say that the officials are going to rule the way Paul McGuire rules. So they still have to look at it, but they should. So we'll just wait and see. And you look at it again.
All right, we're going to see it again. Now, just remember, even though Eric Trevelyan comes down in the end zone, excellent block by Gary Anderson, but even though he comes down in the end zone, he must have possession of the football. Here he does not. The ball's coming down onto his hip and onto his leg, his thigh. Now he's out of the end zone, Jim. The ball is not in the end zone. Now, but the thing about it is he touches no matter whether his leg touches or not, the ball doesn't cross the plane.
That's right. His foot touched. All right.
Let's hear it.
Touchdown and charge timeout. Sorry about that, Paul. I don't bet on you. I know that in the way you explained it to me, you were exactly right, but it has not always turned out the way you say. Don't go in the officials' booth, Paul.
I'm going back. If there's a door and they're out in there, I'm telling you.
Come on back. They would have scored anyway, would they not? 1st and goal to go.
Well, they didn't score the last time they were down here.
They were on the 5 then.
We'll give it to them.
They did.
They did. I'm not going to give it to them.
Okay. Andrusician to add the extra point. He does, and with 2:08 left in the half, it is 24-7, and the Bandits are on the board. And we'll come back in a moment. Jeff Davis will kick off. Henry Williams is the deep man. We now know what happened to Kelly Kirchbaum. He's got a bad knee. He is out of there. So they lost Fred Norgren before the game, and Kirchbaum is out of the game. That bodes ill for the Tampa Bay defense. Henry Williams is the man. Whoops, got to pick it up. He does. This man is fast, but he's not going anywhere. Out to about the 21-yard line. And the 2-minute warning is here. They'll take time out. Now with Fred Norgren out and Kelly Kirchbaum just announced as being out, Tampa Bay's got a problem, and that is how do you stop Memphis, which has scored 24 points. 2 minutes to go in the half, 24-7, the Showboats. Crawford to the right, Moser to the left. First down, Memphis. Tim Spencer not going too far here, is he? Well, that is Ron Simmons, and I guess when they see their offense do something, the defense figures, fellas, they've done their part now. Let us do something. They did. Time has been called. And if that's a time call, it is by Tampa Bay. They still have 2 left. Showboats only have 1. They want to get the ball back. The Bandits do. Hold them here. Here, the defense has not stopped them hardly all night long, and yet they're calling time because they want to shut them down.
They have not. They have not stopped them. They've had 4 drives, I think.
Stopped them and settled for a field goal. If that's stopping them,
that's not stopping. I'm saying all 4 drives they had, they scored, and they've pretty much shut down the run, but they haven't been able to stop the outside receivers. And again, the Bandits now are without. I think Alvin Bailey is out of there still.
Yeah, they brought in Mike Thurman.
And Mike Thurman is.
And when Bailey came off, let me talk about this. When Bailey came off, he was not limping or anything. He simply ran out. Conference champions will make it to the playoffs, of course. Right now it is Houston and Tampa Bay. Conference runners-up, of course, will qualify. And at the moment, they're a bundle of those in the Eastern Conference and Oakland in the West. And then the 4 wildcard teams with the next best 4 record. Second down and 10 to go. And here's Kelly going along his sidelines. Oh, Crawford makes it look easy, but he's out of bounds. So it's third down.
He was out of bounds. His left foot was out of bounds when the pass was thrown. I mean, when he caught the ball, not when the pass was thrown. But this is a perfect position for this pass. Look where Kelly throws the ball. They have the corner beaten. Marcus Quinn can't get there. Watch the left foot of Crawford. That is on the line. The official catches it. You got to have 2 feet in bounds. He didn't get him in anyway. Either one of them.
Third down. Here's where they got a hold. Meaning Tampa Bay, if they want to get the ball back and score. As we went away, Pepper Rogers was actually smiling on the sidelines despite the fact it was Tampa Bay that had just scored. He knows his team has had a great first half. Crowd yelling, get that ball. Kelly throwing it out here underneath and then out of the backfield. Picking up the first down is Anthony Parker. And so they have not held Memphis. The Showboats and Mike Kelly do it again. Runs out of bounds, stopping the clock with 1:41 left in the half.
They put Brett Clark in, who is a backup corner, number 10, and his job was to cover Parker coming out of the backfield. He didn't do that. And Spurrier said something to him when he came off on the sideline. He said, the reason we put you in there is to cover the guy.
Oh, Steve with a 9-3 record is really mad with his team's performance tonight. Get close, figure they could hold him, call a timeout, an effort to do so. Third down, 10. What happens? Easy first down.
Now they'll run. No, they're going to pass.
Oh, yeah. Now, there's one that goes off the hands of Moser, and that is a sometime thing. Greg usually hands on to those. Let me go back. You said, nope, they're going to pass. Isn't it you who always says, why don't you continue to do the things that got you there in the first place?
And that's exactly what they're doing, because they do have, Mike Kelly has got all the time in the world to throw the ball. And the place that they're beating Tampa now, Jim, is in the middle of the field. Even those under patterns were thrown in the middle of the field when the players ran with the ball after they caught it. Moser and Crawford. So if you're going to attack Tampa, it looks like that's the place to go. Because if they double up anywhere, that takes the safeties out of the middle. They have no one in there to cover. The middle's open again.
Way open. Now Quinn cheats over that way. And here is Kelly, and that's underthrown to Crawford on the far sideline. Is that a flag down at the 19 or just a piece of equipment that went down the 19? Handkerchief, okay.
Jim, that time Crawford ran a 20-yard comeback pattern. Had he run that pattern 15 yards, the ball would have been on target. He just ran the pattern a little bit too long.
Third down and 10 to go. Still time. Up the field position for Tampa Bay to stop him. Gerald Bradley has come in. They've got 3 wide receivers. Moser, Bradley, Crawford. No tight end. I remember on third down before they threw to Parker coming out of the backfield. And this time, they're going to throw to Mosier. First down, and he's crunched across the middle. You know, you're right, that middle is open, but I'm not sure. I'm going to ask you a question. When you get together and practice, you get a game plan, and you tell those little wide receivers that you're going to do all this stuff across the middle all night long, how do they take that?
Jim,
they're going to get crunched.
No, it's really not that bad today. Now, because of one thing. Once they pass, there's Crawford going down, but you take a look at it. Once you pass, the linebackers, they can't hit you after a 5-yard period of time. They can only hit you after you catch the ball and you expect to do that. So it doesn't take a whole lot of guts to go across the middle today.
That is Spencer using up some of the clock. You know, the scoreboard, Paul, when they Tampa Bay took a timeout, did not take one off the scoreboard. They still show they've got 3 left. They do not.
That's right.
Second down and about 8 to go. 47 seconds left.
Everybody's telling Pepper what to do. All right. Listen, I'll call the game. They're going to go back and throw the ball. That's what they do. They're doing very well.
35 seconds to go.
Underneath.
Across the middle, Mosier.
First down.
On he goes, first down. That'll stop the clock. You know that while they move the sticks. 26 seconds to go.
See what I'm saying about that, Jimmy? They're going to hurry up offense, but you can run that delay in underneath because the linebackers can't hit the receiver going in there. So he's going to run free. And that's the best place to throw is underneath the linebackers, in front of the safeties and linebackers. They also know they're going to get hit after they catch the ball.
Bandits with some injuries on defense, nevertheless have not solved this offense yet. Now that ball is thrown and Mosier takes a pop. There, I think Kelly's trying to get it out of bounds anyway, but Mosier made a dive for it. 18 seconds to go.
Warren Hanna was the man that hit him.
24-7, Memphis. They've got the ball on the 32 of Tampa. 18 seconds to go. Second down and 10.
With 18 seconds, they still have time for 3 plays because they still have 1 timeout remaining. Now you can afford to go into the middle one more time. Take the timeout. You'll still have about 12 seconds. Take the timeout and then maybe throw one to the end zone, kick your field goal.
Kelly throws and getting out of bounds is Bradley with his first catch. Nope, check that again. That's Leonard Williams. Take your mind off this for just a moment. We told you that Tom Meese is coming up at halftime. We've seen that San Antonio Oakland are 7-7. I've just received word during that play, Paul, that Jim Bates, head coach of San Antonio, resigned today, and Tom Meese will have that at halftime.
During the game, or was it before
I don't know. They said someone, now we hear the report right before the game. Tom Meese will straighten it out for us. But in any event, at last report, it was a 7-0 ball game, and San Antonio playing well for Jim Bates, who is leaving. Third down and 6. Icing on the cake for the Showboats in this first half if they pull it off. Disaster nearly if Tampa Bay cannot stop them. Everybody dropping back as Kelly goes back, lying down, and Thurman makes the play there, intended for Crawford. Mike Thurman, just recently activated, flagged down in the backfield with 9 seconds to go.
Broken up by number 34, Mike Thurman.
Now we got a holding penalty against. Sure, you take that penalty.
Ed Humphrey moves the ball back. So it'll be third down still with 9 seconds to go. But the ball is back at the 38-yard line.
You still have time for one more pass play,
sure.
but it's got to be some. Even if it goes across the middle, what the quarterback does in this case, where he should do, is you tell the referee, say, look, as soon as I throw, I'm going to turn. I'm calling. As soon as he catches the ball, he's down. I'm calling timeout. I want you to stay near me. They usually are anyway.
Mark Rao, who's made a couple tonight, who did not play last week against Houston, has come back in. 3 wide receivers. Well, it's just 2 wide receivers. Bradley's on the right side here. Crawford far across the way. And here's third down. Kelly puts it across the middle, and there is, well, he's going to drag him down. Brett Clark does drag down Mark Rao, and time is out. Mercifully for Tampa Bay, they got to do a lot of regrouping and figure out what they can do on defense, because Memphis blitzed them at one time, leading 24-0. Tampa Bay will receive the ball to start the second half, and I think you know as well as anybody that the Bandits had better score and score quickly to make this a ball game.
All right, let's take a look at the stats now. Now the total yardage has changed a little bit, but Kelly in his first half, what great stats he has. 17 out of 25 for 220 yards and no interceptions. Big key in this half, take a look at no turnovers. Remember now, the score is 24-7. Tampa was driving when there wasn't interceptions. So that's one of the things that happened. And then the fumble, of course, on the first play from scrimmage for Tampa. And Memphis got the ball back and scored. But Memphis offensively, they have done a tremendous job. We're going to have to see, Jim, the second half, what Tampa Bay does adjusting defensively.
285 yards in the first half is too much for any half for any team to give up. But they did. Tampa, as you take a look at the crowd here in Tampa, their possessions, that's easy for me to do. Fumble, punt, interception, and finally got a touchdown. And that was it.
But again, that nine-play drive was on the way to a touchdown. Now look at Memphis. Every time they had the ball, now remember at the end of the half, though, the touchdown, field goal. The first 4 times they touched the ball, they scored, and they were on their way in to score. They just couldn't get a timeout before the half, or they maybe would have been in position for 5 scores with a field goal.
Kelly has to feel great. 17 of 25 for 220 yards. 3 touchdown passes, 2 to Crawford, 1 to Moser, but he used 6 different receivers. And he was never sacked, and he never threw for an interception. He may have had good days like this at Georgia Tech. I'm not sure, but he, in my opinion, has not had many better days than what he's had in the first half thus far tonight.
All right, here's a situation where you say, the first possession in the second half, especially when you're down, you're getting the ball back, is important. It is also very important for Memphis to realize now that they must be able to stop Tampa Bay, because the last 2 drives that Tampa had the ball, they went a long way with the drive, one scoring, the other ended in an interception. But they must stop Tampa now, get that offense back on the field that Tampa can't stop.
Well, Ricky Williams is back there, along with Alvin Bailey. Bailey was yanked as a corner man, and Mike Thurman took over for him. And here is Bailey returning this kickoff. Nice move there. He coughed up the ball, and it is taken over by Memphis. And that is Leonard Coleman. And folks, that is a killer right there. That is a killer for Tampa Bay, and fantastic for Memphis. It is 30-7.
Steve Spurs.
Can't believe it. All of the plans at halftime, what they're going to do when they get the ball, they'll get the ball again, but they'll be down 6 or 7 more points.
This ball just pops out of Alvin Bailey's hands and right into Leonard Coleman's hands, and the whole offense now has to turn to defense. They're stunned. Watch this. Here's the pop. Here's the ball. There's Coleman. Thank you. And bye, everybody. He got an A block. That's Office. Tony Office missing a tackle right there, and then on in for the touchdown.
And look who's in front of him, the other millionaire cornerback, Mossy Cade. Number 31, Leonard Coleman, ran it in 31 yards. 31 for 31, and here is Duncan to try to make it 31-7. And Tampa, flag goes down. Tampa Bay's best record in the league is going to be challenged this weekend. Others will probably join them unless we see a remarkable second half.
Illegal formation, offense number 58.
Coakley probably did not report, because remember one thing, the 2-point play that's in effect in the USFL, so if you're a receiver of any sort, you must report to the official. Obviously, he didn't do that.
Even though you're going to kick.
That's
Makes
right.
no never mind. So they'll move the ball back 5 yards, and Duncan will try again.
I'm not going to give my speech again about how important the defense and the offense is.
Wow. Now here, as Duncan does have the extra point, is Tampa Bay, which was +1 in the giveaway takeaway tonight. They've had 3 turnovers. 1 led to a touchdown. 1 prevented from a touchdown. And a 3rd was a touchdown on the interception. And Thurman came on, and then he returned the kick, left in as a kick returner, gets the pop, gives up the ball. Coleman scores. It's 31-7. And so now Holman is back there with Ricky Williams as Duncan will kick off. All this talk about Bessalou kicking off. And look at Duncan get more and more leg. I must admit that there's some wind behind him there as it goes out of the end zone. And now Tampa Bay. John Reeves comes back on, down by 24 points. But remember, 3 touchdowns with the 2-point plays can do it in this league. Tampa Bay's miscues. This is what we're telling you about. They fumbled on the first play of scrimmage. Reeves' fault. They went in for a touchdown, Memphis. Then they were intercepted in the end zone, and they went on to march down for a field goal, and then they fumbled a kickoff return in the second half that led. Well, Coleman just ran 31 yards for the score. Here's Reeves back. First Tampa Bay play over the middle is their tight end, Marvin Harvey, and he's got the first down across the 30-yard line to the 31. Now, still with 14:25 to go and counting in third quarter is not a time to really panic. There's plenty of time to score lots of points.
Not with the power this offense has, but the question is which we haven't been able to see yet, what adjustments the defense made, Jim, and that's what's going to be key.
And can they carry them out, those adjustments? They've had some. We just saw Kelly Kirchbaum. There, or Fred Norgan rather, there is Brodsky. Coleman is there. Brodsky makes another good catch, and it's another first down. And a flag is down, and maybe roughing the passer. Let's see. That's what it is.
Yes, it is.
Banaszak was there, and that's another. They'll tack on 15 from that. And Big John Banaszak, number 76. I don't know if he is the man that hit him, but he's the last guy I saw there. Take a look at the right side of your screen. Now here comes Banaszak up the middle. Is he the one? No, that's not him.
Oh, look at the forearm
by the Calvin Clark.
Mm-hmm.
A little shot to the chops. Then Brodsky, he saw there were 4 or 5 guys converging on him. He just took it down.
First down inside the 37-yard line. We're just in the first minute and 5 seconds of the second half.
It's Jimmy Jordan, the backup quarterback, number 15, with the hat on and the headset on.
Gillespie wide to the left. Remember, they did not use Anderson too much in that first half at all.
There's an audible.
Throws it out of the backfield to Anderson, who tries to split the defensive end and linebacker there. Let me check here. Anderson carried the ball 3 times in the first half and caught 2 passes. That's 5 times he touched the ball, and that's about 3 more than I thought he did.
And one that was batted down, as you said before, in the first half. But Anderson, Jim, you notice as soon as he caught the ball, he saw there was a guy on his right, a guy on his left, so just goes straight up the field. Doesn't try to get out of bounds. He picks up the extra 2 or 3 yards.
They're giving the ball to Anderson again, and he's got the first down. Anderson had better do something because ESPN has covered 7 Tampa Bay games this year, and the Bandits have won them all, and they may break that streak before it's over unless Anderson and Reeves hook up and get something going.
Coakley is one of the men that brings him down, and he's down on one knee, and he is limping. I don't know whether he's going to come out. Look at Anderson. Watch this move. Inside, now back outside. Here comes Corker. Coakley is there, 58. He gets hit by his own man, who was Corker, and Coakley is coming off the field.
Mike Grant will replace him because Mike Brewington is out injured also.
Like a twisted ankle.
Well, Coakley out of Kansas State leaves. The ball is at the 25-yard line. First down. 12:24 left. 31-7. We're in the third quarter. Showboats lead the Bandits. Reeves, I guess, trying to get the signal from Jimmy Jordan, who flashes them to him. Anderson has been averaging 16 carries a game, and he carried the ball 3 times in the first half. Now across the middle. And that's good work by Marvin Harvey. He catches second catch of this drive. That takes the ball down to the 20-yard line. And Harvey's now caught 3 for the night.
Anderson and Boone are going to double up on Corker. John Corker right here, 53 wide. Here Anderson takes him first. And now here comes Boone. And then he hits Reeves in the ankle.
Crowd here, they've had little cheer about tonight. 3-game winning streak. Well, so does Memphis have a 3-game winning streak. Favored by about a touchdown, and they're down by 24 points. lot of vulnerabilizing there by Reeves. Oh my, he's got shoot right there, and Harvey does not hold on to the ball. Ball was there for Harvey, who has caught the only 2 touchdown passes of this year in the last 2 games.
Yeah, but I think Grant, number 55, the linebacker, might have got a piece of this thing, but it does go off of Harvey's hands. Now just take a look. Coming straight at you right downfield. Here it comes. Now look at number 55 come into the picture right there. Does he tip it? No, the ball. And right off of Harvey.
Arm out. 3rd down. Everybody's moving. There's the touchdown by Gillespie, but hold on. I think the offensive line was moving.
Jim, I don't know. Now everybody's moving. First of all, the defense was offside, but they can get back. Yeah, it's on the offense. That was Price, the tight end, that moved forward.
Well, it's offsetting penalties. We did not see Ted Humphrey give the other signal that also the other team was offside, so it's offsetting penalties.
All right, now there's Price. He moves. And Corker was offside, but he was offside before Price moved. And then the ball was snapped. He got caught.
3rd down, 5 to go. Gillespie, Cade is over there with him. Pavilion comes out to this side. Coleman is with him, right up on him. Cade is well off Gillespie. And there's Gillespie for the 1st down at the 10-yard line. Well, he just went down. Oh, funny thing.
Besselu's saying no.
People, you and I talk, and we're talking about the fact that there's so very few turnovers by Tampa. There's so very few penalties against Tampa. As you watched Trevelyan, did he or did he not get this ball?
Well, Gillespie did it, but you think Eric Trevelyan's got Coleman beat? He had him beat in the end zone, but the thing is there was a full-scale blitz on the Reeves, didn't have much time.
My point was about all these things we're saying reflects on the great coaching job that they've done at Tampa Bay, and they have, but it's all unraveling tonight at the moment. Now, look at this. Ball is batted down for what? The 2nd or 3rd time. Clancy does it this time. That's about 3 that Reeves has had put right back in his face.
Jim, when you're mentioning about all the things, they don't turn the ball over Tampa Bay. They don't make the major mistakes. They've coming into this game only punted 37 times in 12 games. That's just a little tad better than 3 times a game. Credit the defense of Memphis. That's where the problem has been.
We just said what they allowed. 15 points to Houston last week. 2nd down, and Anderson breaks 1 tackle, but not a second. The tackle was made by Sam Clancy, with some help by Carlton Rose, but Clancy's the man that met him head up, and all of a sudden it is 3rd down and goal to go in this golden opportunity for Tampa Bay to get back into the game.
When we're looking at 2 tight ends now. You've got Price and Marvin Harvey in there. With the 2 tight ends, I'd take a look at one of those tight ends.
Gillespie right, Trevelyan left. Brodsky not in there. And that ball is picked off or not? Did Bussey pick it off or did he drop it in the end zone? They're saying he picked it off, and there is a 4th turnover. Bussey makes the interception.
Wait a minute. He made the interception, but can you catch the ball outside of the end zone and then crawl back into the end zone? Shouldn't that ball be on the 1-yard line? Take a look at it. Now we're going to see Bussey intercept the ball, right? He falls. Now watch. He goes out of the end zone.
Yeah, but he hit the ground in the end zone.
Yeah, right? But now wait a minute. Now he's coming back up. He can pick up the ball and run, Jim. This is not.
That's right. He could have. Well, in any event, here we go again. We are outvoted. 9:22 to go. 4th turnover of the night against Tampa Bay. It's not their night. 31-7 Memphis. Whoa! Spencer hit in the backfield on quite a play by strong safety Dwayne Anderson, who is still down.
Well, I think Anderson got kneed in the head by Spencer's leg, but he went in and not only took the blocker in front, but took the ball carrier.
Dwayne has not moved too much, has he? They're talking to him. Now you can see the movement of his right hand there. And so we'll take, well, he's going to get up. But we're going to take time out. 9:11 to go, third quarter. And we'll come back in a moment. The ball back on the 16-yard line.
It was a great hit. Watch Dwayne Anderson. He goes through Ricky Porter, the fullback that's blocking, and it gets kneed in the head right there by Spencer. Great play for a 4-yard loss.
Here's Kelly, and Kelly drills the ball, and it is caught by Greg Moser, who has done a lot of that tonight. Hanna puts him down, but not until he picks up out to about the 27-yard line, and it'll be second down and about, whoop, they're going to put it across the 30-yard line. If they do that, that's the first down.
Moser runs the corner off. Jim, look at here.
Now he says first down. Okay.
Yeah, takes Hanna. Now he caught the ball at the 20. Good mark by the official. Hanna drives him back, but it is the first down.
At the 30. Number 20 got it. Now running onto the field, Al Richardson, and coming out of the field is Mike Morgan, a down lineman. Anderson, by the way, remained in there after that stunning blow. Spencer, and he just wedges it out, as they say, across the 35-yard line. Remember, Jim Bates has resigned in San Antonio. His team is playing Oakland tonight. He told the team before they went out to play Oakland, which is 8-3-1, and look what San Antonio is doing to Oakland, 21-10, third quarter. San Antonio's 3-9. Oakland 8-3-1. Now, I wonder if Dick Corey's going to sleep well tonight. I know he's got other problems first because Portland tomorrow has to entertain Arizona, but Dick and the staff are probably watching, knowing they got Memphis next week. This is a good-looking ball club here tonight, and it would be if they win their fourth in a row. That is Spencer again.
First down.
And Office wrestles with him, but not until he gets a first down. Well, if you didn't think so before, you got to start saying now Pepper Rogers' group, Paul, is playing great defense, and their offense speaks for itself. Not all of the 31 points are direct result of the offense, but those 3 touchdown passes, 2 to Crawford, 1 to Moser, are firmly in our minds.
And if you're just joining us, the first 4 times that Memphis touched the football, they scored 3 touchdowns and a field goal, and we're on our way to at least another field goal when the half ended.
From the 43-yard line, running the ball effectively and running the clock down effectively late in the third quarter. Spencer gets not much there. The man that piled him up was Dwayne Anderson, and you can see James Harrell also getting up.
Jim Anderson did, to clarify for everybody else, Anderson did leave the field for one play, which he must do if he's the injured player and they take the time out on the field. It isn't charged to the team, but they take the time out. He must leave the field for one play. He did that, came right back, and then he's in on a tackle.
Spencer goes off the field. They have Porter and Parker in the backfield. And they ran out of time. Well, there's one of the rare mistakes tonight for Kelly. It's going to be second down at 14.
Game offense number 12. Still second down.
6:03 left. 31-7. I've walked in a lot of broadcast booths this year in the USFL, Paul, where what I thought was going to happen didn't happen. Well, this is one of the biggest surprises of what I thought was going to happen has not happened.
I thought this would be a very, very close game.
I sure did.
You know, when you look at this team, though, when you look at Memphis, when you talk about them, again, you're saying it right because you're talking about a team that's playing mistake-free football. When you do that, you play well.
And there have been 4 turnovers by Tampa Bay. Kelly puts it out here. Look at Mosier right there, dragged down by Anderson. First down, 35-yard line. Kelly is having a super night.
All right, I mentioned in the first half, and I'll mention it again. When you see a quarterback playing as well as Kelly is, and Kelly has done very well with his football team. They beat 3 of the very good teams in the USFL. With that offensive line, they're giving Kelly all day long to find whomever he wants to throw to.
Well, if they beat Tampa Bay tonight, it will be the 4th straight win, and all 4 against teams leading their division at the time they played them. Leonard Williams with the ball, and dragging on is James Ramey up his back, but that's another 4 or 5 yards. Kelly is 19 of 28 for 260 yards and 3 touchdowns.
This will most definitely, unless they pull him, be a 300-yard game for him.
Well, what a great drive they're having. They are throwing the ball occasionally, Paul, but they're running Williams and Spencer and the rest of them, and they're taking a lot of time off this clock, moving the ball down. 4:45 to go in the third quarter now. Ball at the 29-yard line, 2nd down and 4. Williams, oh, look at the hole on that side, and what a fine job done along the line of scrimmage to put him down. Not Richardson, I believe. It's Marcus Quinn who got caught up in there and put him down.
Well, Richardson was also there, and here comes Alonzo Johnson. Now he's blitzing. Look, they just kick out on the outside. That's sharp. It takes Alonzo right out of the play, and that's why when you saw that big hole, that hole was there.
Lewis Sharp, as we said, number 1 draft pick in '82, the St. Louis Cardinals of the NFL, went on to be Rookie of the Year at his position. Hey, this time he did not run down the clock, but somebody must have moved. It's 3rd and 2, false start, so it's going to be 3rd and 7. That's on Tyrone McGriff. Tyrone's been caught a couple times tonight.
Well, one for unsportsmanlike conduct, and now for moving in the line. Once you get set, you can't move. He is a nice man, isn't he? He really is.
We're not his publicity staff, folks, but he is. The ball is on the 33-yard line.
Yeah, we're looking at this defense, Jim. You met a man that for the first time tonight came up in the press box. Fred Nordgren. There's something else in it.
He got a cast all over that left leg and told us there was a big gap below his knee, so they kind of jacked it up, put a couple of screws in there and tightened him up, and he said, I'll be back for the playoffs. As he hardly could make it across the hall. 3rd and long. Kelly. Look at this. Holloway takes it away. He's inside the 10. Holloway first down and goal to go. Fine play by, I said Holloway, Crawford. Not Derek Holloway, Derek Crawford.
Well, Marcus Quinn went for the interception, and you don't make this mistake. Either have it or you don't have it. He's playing that end. You see Marcus Quinn, number 40, went for the interception. When he did that, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
Obviously, he thought, Paul, I got to make something happen. Well, he made something happen, but not the desired effect.
There's something happening. You're taking him out of the game. Here comes Kelly. Now, he hits Crawford right on the money, and you're going to see Quinn just try to make the interception, but the ball was thrown back to the inside a little bit. Crawford made the catch.
Spencer touchdown easily, just right up the middle. Spencer takes it in, and Tim has his 2nd touchdown of the year rushing the ball.
I love that when you say they make it easily and some guy knocks his brains out about the 1 foot line. Richardson hit him. Spencer said it is easy. When you score, you don't feel anything.
Oh, that's an 80-yard drive to go along with a couple of 75-yarders.
Here's Jim Simpson's making it easily.
Yeah, watch this. See how easy it is?
Yeah, how about that shot in the face?
Well, he'd already scored. I didn't say what happened after he scored. He'd scored, and then it wasn't so easy.
That's right.
It's not easy on Tampa Bay, I guarantee you. Duncan adds the extra point, and just like that, folks, the scoreboard flips up to 38. 3:04 to go, third quarter. Favored Tampa Bay. Taking a look down, Paul, at the schedule of Tampa Bay, and remembering that they've lost Fred Nordgren tonight. Kelly Kirchbaum went out. They pulled out Alvin Bailey, all defensive men. They get New Jersey and Doug Flutie their next game here. Well, Duncan to kick it off. They're right. Walter Holman and Ricky Williams are the deep men. And this is Ricky Williams. Look at this. Williams. Hey, love him down here. Williams out of Florida State. Signed with the team in its first year. Got hurt just about the first game, as I recall. And hasn't played too much in recent seasons, but he returns that ball to the 39-yard line where Carter put him down. Carter has gone in. Steve Carter is out of Albany State. He's caught a couple of touchdown passes. His number is 11, making his first appearance that I can recall tonight. Anderson in motion. Reeves is going to throw it. And does Bronski drop them like that? Not too often. Well, I said a lot of folks are leaving, but mark it down in your little book that there were a lot of people here, 44,818. If the game keeps on like it is, Paul, you and I'll be talking to each other, nobody else, by the end of it, because they're beginning to stream out.
No traffic problem tonight.
No, sir. Not when we leave. Ball at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 10. There's the pitch to Anderson, and he's close to the first down. And there goes a flag from way downfield for piling on afterwards.
Late hit.
Mike Fox.
Can't have late hit.
Mike Fox.
But again, and we talk about Anderson so many times, but watch what Anderson does after he catches the ball now. Jim, a lot of people will dance. They'll try to run to the sidelines. Watch what he does. He sees the people there. Now, straight ahead. Go ahead, Gary. Get the extra 6 or 7 yards. Here comes Fox with the little knee in the head.
Takes the ball inside the 40-yard line, but this is a 38-7 ball game. Ball at the 37-yard line. Fox goes to the sidelines. Pepper Rogers' team apparently is going to knock off the team that has the best record in the league, and for the 4th straight week win a ball game against a team that was leading its division when he played them.
The best team in the USFL record-wise right now.
Anderson in motion. They're looking downfield, however, and Brodsky can't get that. That's Mossy Cade that was there with him. The ball thrown near the ground. And Dan Fike had his helmet knocked right off his head while pass blocking. And now he's pointing at somebody saying, I'll get you. But his helmet went flying about 10 yards upfield.
You know, they've been throwing that pass to Brodsky about 6 or 7 times now. And that time Mossy Cade came up, and if that ball wouldn't have been low, it could have been intercepted by Cade.
Second down and 10. Oh, the ball is up again. That's about the 4th time it has been batted down. A pass thrown by Reeves. About the 4th time it's never come anywhere near a receiver because it's been either batted back at his face this time. It does make it across the line of scrimmage. And now it is 3rd down and 10.
Caused by the defense. I think it might have been Hayes, number 93, that knocked it down. But look at the defensive penetration. That's what you look at. And it was Hayes, 93, that got his hand up and hit it.
There, his arm was hit this time. And they're yelling at the referee. The man doing the yelling.
Chris Foote, the center, number 62,
right.
And I don't understand that. This 4th down situation, you've got to go ahead and throw the ball.
You know, Paul, we keep talking about the defense not being able to stop Memphis, plus the fact that they have injuries in the defense. But the offensive line has not been able to handle the defensive line of Memphis tonight. Because here's the least sacked man in the league, and he hasn't been sacked that many times, but his ball has been batted right back in his face more than once.
They're not even, the problem is they're not even slowing the defensive line down, Jim, and they're right in Reeves' face every time he drops back 7 yards. They're within 6 yards of him right now.
4th down. And 10. Anderson leaps for it, can't get it. Ball belongs to Memphis at the 37-yard line.
Oops, they're booing.
And we can see cards begin to go. You just look at the difference between those in the Tampa Bay area listening, and one game doesn't the season make. Let's face it, Tampa Bay's still going to be up there at the top. But on the banks of the Mississippi, they must be cheering. Back in a moment. Memphis has got the ball again. We're staying to the bitter end. I'm a Bandit fan.
Don't choke me yet.
Oh, no, he's not too happy. Well, no one is, unless you are a Memphis fan, and you all are happy. First down, 1:52 to go, 3rd quarter. Yep, man. And that, of course, is Parker carrying the ball for a few yards. Funny thing is, Paul, on rare occasions, Memphis carries the ball for a few yards. On most occasions, they carry it for at least 5.
Well, I think that first down average on running, not on pass plays on first down. I think the first down running the football has got to be closer to 6 or 7 yards average.
Here's something for you. Derek Crawford, Greg Moser, both have had 100-yard games catching the ball tonight. And there's Leonard Williams, and he's got a first down. Out near midfield, there's just nothing that the Bandits have been able to do tonight to stop them. Let's face it, Paul has pointed out, only on one occasion before, or one occasion in this game, have they gone with the ball and not scored. And remember, a penalty hurt them there toward the end of the half. Walter Lewis, we may see more of him. Walter was a starting quarterback through most of the first of the season, but 33 sacks, great passing statistics, top rated, but 33 sacks. First down, straight ahead goes fullback and moves into Tampa territory, and we're down in the last half minute of the third quarter.
There's a classic example with Walter Lewis, Jim, where statistics really do not mean anything. Because he is a top-rated passer, the only passer in the USFL rated 100 or above, Walter Lewis, all right? The other thing about it, they've had 40 sacks against Memphis before this game tonight, 33 of them on Walter Lewis.
You know, there have been no sacks tonight. How about that? On either side. We're just about out of the third quarter, and now the third quarter, everybody wants to get out. Memphis has got to go home Tampa Bay because the score is 38-7. Memphis.
There's a professional football league that believes having fun is the most important business at hand. The USFL, where football is still a game.
Second down, 7 to go. I'm Jim Simpson with Paul McGuire. We begin the final quarter, and that is Leonard Williams carrying the ball, and he may have another first down.
He does.
Henry Williams has come in as an offensive player. They have not replaced Kelly at quarterback yet, but Williams is getting a shot playing some offense. He's only had 4 catches all year. His number's 89. You've seen him tonight returning those rare times when Tampa Bay has kicked the ball to them, and that's been on kickoffs to start the game and after their touchdown. Williams now goes out, and Porter comes in. Ricky Porter, I love Ricky Porter because he comes out of that world-famous college Slippery Rock.
Yeah, it's Pennsylvania.
Third down, he didn't get the first down, third and short. And lost the football, and there's the turnover, the first of the night that Memphis loses. Marcus Quinn jumps on it. They're still battling on the field. The ball is not in question. The ball is not, that's just lying there. But that's the first turnover of the night for Memphis. 14 to go in the game. Tampa's got the ball, 38-7 Memphis.
We saw that great hit by Dwayne Anderson before. Watch this hit. He's the man that causes the fumble. Number 26 hitting Ricky Porter right there. He put his helmet right in the ball, popped the ball up. Marcus Quinn recovered it. Tampa Bay ball.
At their own 35-yard line. Here's Reeves. Oh, it's almost picked up by Bussey, intended for Jerry Price at the 40-yard line. And that's second down and 10. Barney Bussey out of South Carolina State, the number 1 draft choice.
That time he legitimately covered the tight end, but the only thing that I question is whether Steve Carter ran the right route or not, or Price drifted out too far because they were both in the same area.
Now they throw the ball out to Gary Anderson, and Anderson is down after a couple of yard gain. And the man on top of him there is Carlton Rose, number 91, the outside linebacker. Time is flying away. 13:40 to go. A lot of time for a lot of things to happen But when you're down by 31 points, that's asking a little much. And if this game should wind up as it is, Tampa Bay would be 9-4, and Birmingham, if they beat Los Angeles tomorrow, could move into a tie. And New Jersey, if they beat Denver tomorrow, could move into a tie. All three at the top of the Eastern Conference. And Memphis would be 8-5, just a game back. Anderson. Gee, he has such good moves. Such good moves. He's got a first down across the 45-yard line. You know, you call him an impact player. But tonight there's been little impact from Gary Anderson. He hasn't carried the ball. Well, that's the sixth time he's carried the ball. Averaging 15 times a ball game, and this is just a sixth.
All right, there's the draw, and he's following 21 Boone. Boone goes in. He gets a block. Anderson cuts back to the inside. Hammond actually made the tackle. Good play by Hammond, a linebacker. I think it's the first down.
Oh, sure.
Confidence in your calls, don't you?
What?
You have confidence in your call.
Well, I just happen to be looking right down the line at this particular time. It's not downfield one way or the other from me. I'm right in front of him. Carter goes wide to the left. Reeves has not had a good night. He's been harassed. He's back, throws, and a flag goes down. And it also looks like he's hurt down there. Banaszak was the man that got there, and Nat Newton is slow picking himself up.
Offense, number 62.
That's Foot. Chris Foot.
These offensive linemen, Jim, something may give because they're all upset. Pitcock got mad. Foot's mad. Take a look. Now there's Pitcock is there. Foot, number 62, is the center. He's the man that's holding, and that is holding.
Well, in the previous 12 games, as you take a look at it, 56 penalties against them. What's that, about 5 a game? They've had 7 tonight, Tampa Bay, plus the 4 turnovers.
And now they're very frustrated.
First down and 20. Reeves with the ball. Out to Ricky Williams. Williams across the 40. And Williams gets back to about the 48-yard line where it's going to be second down and 7 to go.
Picked up 13 of that. That's the problem.
Right there, that time. That's going away.
Well, also that 38.
Yeah.
No, I was referring to the time. You're right, but it's also that 38 on that one side and 7 on the other. It's a problem.
You know, you think you have this USFL team-wise all figured out, and then you see a game like tonight when you just realize, as the ball is caught there by Ricky Williams, you just realize that those 3 wins by Memphis were over good teams in the league, and tonight they're showing a really coming of age. That Luis Sharp in the offensive line, Kelly, the starter, that Banaszak is part of your defense with that know-how of Super Bowl rings he's got on his fingers from the Steelers. All helped. Veselu in the secondary. Different ball club. Reeves throws. Ooh.
Batted down again,
Yep.
Chip. That's
5 at least.
Brett Williams is the man, number 63, that knocked the ball down.
Oh, that's at least 5.
And he's trying to, Reeves is trying to dump the ball, and you'll see Brett Williams, number 63, come up right there and just get his big left paw up, knock the ball down.
4th down, 5 to go. Or Memphis will get it back to grind some more time and yardage. Williams man in motion. He throws it out to Williams. He's looking for the first down, and guess what? He's not going to get. That's Veselu, whom we just mentioned. And Memphis takes over at midfield.
Well, Veselu played that so well, Jim. You couldn't play it any better. It was like designed for the safety. He had Ricky Williams coming out into the flat. They threw the ball. Veselu's there, makes the tackle.
And he's back there with Bussey and Cade and Coleman. 10:44 to go. 38-7, Memphis. That's not bad, is it? 20-29. Ties the Showboat record for total yards. 3 touchdowns all in the first half. 2 to Crawford. and one to Moser, and Walter Lewis, who used to be the starting back, is in there, and a flag goes down before he gets a snap off. Somebody may have jumped.
Well, Mike Morgan went at the center. Now, did he touch the center? That's the
Apparently
question.
so. They move the ball 5 yards.
Also, Mike Morgan leaves the field.
Delay of game. Contact with the center. Defense number 76. First down.
What a difference Nordgren makes, huh?
Oh, the absence of him, but I'm also thinking that's the 8th penalty tonight, Paul. 8 penalties, 4 turnovers, as Spencer goes ahead and has another first down. And a lot of people say 8 penalties, that's about right. But remember, 56 penalties in the first 12 games for Tampa, so it's way off. They're way off their feed tonight, offensively, defensively, and fundamentally. Now, you can see the passing leaders. Paul described this to you before. The rating puts him at the top. But with all those 33 sacks and the rest of it, that does not make him the most effective passer. Because Mike Kelly has taken over from
Right,
him.
we'll get to it in a minute. You see 15 touchdowns on there.
First down from the 40. Lewis, he loves to run with the ball. Tries to turn the corner, and a flag goes down again. Now, did they grab him by the face mask or what?
Well, it might be.
Look at this. Here's Spike. I told you about that a little earlier. Well, that's Bollinger there.
Bollinger along with Alonzo Johnson, number 58.
That's Bollinger. Bollinger's been in a few. He was with the Rams and Lions. He's tussled a little bit before.
Ham hocks hanging down.
Face mask. Defense number 75.
Okay, that's 9 penalties.
Defense number 58.
Oh, they'll
Offense number 73. All the fouls
they'll offset, so that won't go.
First
That
down.
won't count.
Wait a minute, all the fouls will offset?
That's what he said.
Okay. Oh, Alonzo just hit Bollinger, and Bollinger just now hitting back. Hit it. Yeah. You sure one coming in the stomach? Yeah. Oh, that was the old armpit trick. What I was talking about, Walter Lewis, number 1 rated quarterback, 15 touchdowns, Jim. Only 4 interceptions in the games that he played, but 33 sacks, and that would have been considered another sack because he was back to pass and had
Right.
run.
Now he gives the ball to Coleman. Look at all the clear sailing. The blocking was so well done that the entire defensive line and linebacker, and there's another flag. Here we go again. It was all turned back toward the inside. Coleman just had Williams just had a clear shot down that sideline. I'm watching these flags just fly everywhere.
Well, that time, Zankar Montu, who number 55 is a linebacker, and they're playing on the left side. He took an inside route. When he did that, they hooked him to the inside, and Williams just went right around the outside.
Let's see what this flag is.
Personal fouls. Offense and defense.
And
After the
offset.
play was over.
Boom, boom.
Offset. First down.
Come on, gentlemen. Let's get this act going again here.
They just took Zankar Montu out of the game.
38-7. Memphis leads. They've got the ball at the 26, and it's a frustrating night for Tampa Bay. A glorious night for the Showboats. 10. I lost count there. That's really off their feet. Memphis has more, but that's not unusual for them. 12. About average. Hand off, and Spencer does not have much. He almost did a dangerous thing there, reaching out. No need for that because nowhere near first down. Almost put the ball up for grabs. It'll be third down from inside the 25-yard line.
I think they're getting about the time right now where you get all your starters out of the game, especially Spencer, and just keep him out of the game because he's had a very good night.
Scored a second touchdown of the year rushing. Pepper, we had him all the way, right?
Was really confident. We talked to Pepper this morning, and boy, this team is on a high, and he said we're going to stay there.
Right.
He's absolutely right.
He has run out of time.
Jim, isn't it amazing, though, when you see Tampa Bay, Memphis took the ball and went down and scored, right? 7-0. Tampa Bay got the kickoff. Reeves fumbled the first snap from center, and from that time on, it's been all downhill. Now, twice they were in scoring range, twice there were interceptions in the end zone, but it's really been all downhill for Tampa Bay, both offensively and defensively.
Don Reeves has been unable to do anything tonight. There was a touchdown, remember. He hit Pavilion for 4 yards, but that's been about it. A lot of the ball has been batted right back in his face. Second down, 13.
Ball, Jim will feed Jimmy Jordan. If they get it.
Ball to Lewis. Going and overthrows, and the ball is intercepted by Dwayne Anderson, who's having a good night. And there is the second turnover by Memphis tonight as Anderson goes down on the 31-yard line.
Well, now we know why Walter Lewis is playing.
One of his few interceptions on the year, 38-7. Memphis leads. Tampa Bay's got the ball. 8 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in Tampa.
Monday, two of the USFL's best teams meet live on ESPN. Jim Kelly leads the Houston Gamblers against the Jacksonville Bulls Monday.
We saw Alonzo Johnson in a fight with Bollinger earlier. Now watch, you think he isn't frustrated? He's on Lewis Sharp right here. Watch this. Here's Sharp blocking him. Now here the interception is coming up. Now watch, there's a left hook. Now they're wrestling and fighting. He hits him. Now he realized, hey, we got an interception. Now's my chance. I'll block him now. Okay, here we go again. Left hook. Sharp staggers.
You want to be a football player, huh?
I love it.
Take up tennis.
Those are some of the things that happen away from the interception.
Oh. Right ahead goes Greg Boone, and Boone moves for a first down out to the 45-yard line. 7:40 to go and counting as Boone picks up 13 yards. Hurry-up offense. I think the biggest hurry-up offense, not to demean what is going on the field, is going on in the highway outside the stadium where people are hurrying up to get home after seeing their team getting bombed tonight. And Jordan is in there as quarterback, and he throws to Carter, and that's another first down.
Now you can always tell when a team plays bad after everybody leaves. Huh? Go ahead and do that, and I'll do that.
Well, Jimmy Jordan, the fact that he's in, this is what he's done until that pass. 8 interceptions, 1 touchdown.
I can tell you when you can tell they play bad when the wives of the home team already left. Then you know they're playing bad.
Not much there. That's Boone carrying the ball again. Out about the 36, being very effective. Memphis playing pass, and Boone running up the middle.
Got a new center in there now. It's Lee North, number 66.
Out of Tennessee. Now Jordan out of Florida State, and he's going for everything to Carter. Carter's got a touchdown. Carter gets his third touchdown, and Jordan throws a second.
I don't know if Pepper wants to run this in or not, but we may have another flag down here, a red flag. Are they calling that incomplete or what? They're all coming back to the middle because there's a flag on the play.
There's a flag, yes, but he called it a touchdown in the end zone.
Offside.
Oh, look at this. Can you believe that?
Rotsky was offside.
Rotsky is offside. Steve Spurrier, what else can happen? Yet another penalty takes away a touchdown. This is the second touchdown taken away by a penalty.
Now let's just see, though, if it's, watch his left foot. Is it in? One. Never got in. That wouldn't have been a touchdown anyway.
Remember, Woody Gillespie had a touchdown taken away because of a penalty.
Right. All right, let's just take a look now. Does he get both feet in? All right, here comes the ball. Here's Carter. 1 foot down, the other one drags. He's in.
Okay,
touchdown.
but Brodsky was offside. So that's
Isn't that great, though?
4 turnovers and 2 touchdowns called back because of penalties. There are some of the statistics of Tampa Bay.
And 2 touchdowns, 2 intercepted in the end zone.
And that kind of night. Oh, look at throwing it to the crowd, and it worked, didn't it? And still, Boone finally goes down. Carlton rose, and Will Coakley put him down. And now Boone has something to say. This ball game is nearly out of hand. The officials have quite a job. There have been, how many personal foul, unnecessary roughness penalties within the last 5 minutes of play?
The reason I'm laughing is Boone goes across the middle, and number 88, Spencer Jackson, is also there. After Boone catches the ball, Spencer tried to duck and get out of here.
Let's repeat again. 2 touchdowns called back because of penalty. 4 turnovers, including those 2 interceptions in the end zone of Memphis. Jordan There's Spencer Jackson. He gets out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
First down.
Clock stops. 5:57 to go. Well, at the end of the first quarter, it was 21-0. And Tampa Bay hasn't done much better since. Memphis has been most effective.
And a defensive secondary. This is where a lot of stats are built up against the defense, Jim. You've got some of your second unit people in there, a lot of your first in there. You know, you have your second in there, and they're just going to play kind of center field. They've got 31-point cushion, and they're just going to, they hope they can keep making run the clock down.
Here's Boone again, and he is being pursued, and down he goes out of bounds. Jordan has thrown the ball 3 times in relief of Reeves, connected on all 3 for 25 yards. Next week, Paul and I will, well, you join us. Watch Memphis again. They'll be out against the Breakers in Portland, Oregon.
We had a game last week in Birmingham where Portland, they just couldn't do anything offensively, but defensively for 3 quarters, well, for the entire game. Birmingham only scored 14 points against it. They couldn't score a point, but for 3 quarters, almost 3 quarters, they held them scoreless.
All but 4 seconds. There's a ball caught across the way by Marvin Harvey. And he is bumped out of bounds again by Will Coakley. And they'll move the sticks again. A lot of people, and I'll just play the devil's advocate, a lot of people say, look, why didn't they put in Jordan before? Because look what he's doing. And you know the answer, but go ahead.
Well,
the fact that he's moving the ball because of the circumstance of the time of the game and the way they're playing their defense.
Exactly. And Reeves is their number 1 quarterback, and Jordan knows that.
Again, there's Gillespie. Down to the 8-yard line. Oh, if they can score here, 38-14, even if they get the ball back on an onside kick, it's a long uphill battle, and everybody knows it. Those on the field, those watching.
Jimmy Jordan knows, too, that watching Reeves for 3.5 quarters, Jim, he knew he didn't have the time, so he's throwing just a little dump patterns, a little quick 6-yard out.
Looking to the end zone and almost picked off again. Sitting down there wishing. That is Coakley. He's been in a lot of plays here in this last series, and he almost had yet another interception.
Well, Jimmy, I'm going to criticize you, Jimmy, just for a second. You don't roll to your right and then try to throw the ball back into the middle of the end zone where all the pursuit is coming. You're bringing everybody that way, and when you do that, bang, they're going to intercept it.
Paul and I'll be in Portland and in New Jersey to see Memphis, and then the final game of the season, we go to Memphis to watch Arizona. So you and I personally, along with the folks watching, will see. And I think a 4th game will be on ESPN. This is Boone looking for some place to go, and it's taken on by Don Veselu and put down. And that'll keep the clock running. And some hard hitting here tonight, before and after the plays as well as during the plays.
Veselu, you know, we talked about him at the beginning of the show, number 47, Don Veselu, and what an added addition to this defensive secondary. They had the young guys back there, Bussey, Mossy Cade, and Leonard Coleman, and then you put an experienced guy like Veselu back there just to get him to solidify it, and he did that.
4th down. They're going for the bundle, and Carter makes the catch for the touchdown. Didn't get one, gets this one.
No flag.
No flag, so this one counts. On 4th down.
Carter showed some great determination because he stayed with it. That ball almost went out of the end zone. Carter not only had to reach out and catch the ball, but he also had to get 2 feet in bounds.
He did all of those things. And for only the 2nd time tonight, Andrew Sishin will come in and try the extra point. 44,818 were here at the beginning, and only a few are here for the end.
Very few.
For obvious reasons. Jordan, the man who threw the touchdown pass, the hold, and Sishin does the kicking, and it's 38-14.
Jimmy Jordan, beautiful touchdown.
Nice job by Carter. 4:50 to go. Don't you think we're going to have an onside kick when we come back? Now remember, if you will, that the only game of the last 5 that Memphis has lost before tonight was to New Jersey 21-18. And this is the 6th game, and they got them 38-14, and would be 4 in a row. Here's the onside kick, and the ball is loose, and let's see who got it. But a flag is down, by the way, so this may all be academic.
Well, Tampa Bay was offside. If Memphis gets the ball, they'll keep it there. If they don't get the ball, they'll make the kick again.
But the point being, Paul, I don't know who's going to win the USFL championship, but I do know that the Memphis team obviously believes in itself and is playing some of the best football in the league, at least off what I've seen, and this is the first time I've seen them all year in person.
They have the ball. They're going to take it there at the 47-yard line.
Offside. Kicking team. Penalty is declined.
All right, the ball is in Tampa Bay territory at the 47-yard line.
Take a look at the top of the screen now. You see the top of the screen where they're offside on the onside kick. And, of course, Memphis gets the ball.
Walter Lewis will try to throw as he did last time around, or whether he'll just hand this ball off.
Keep that clock in motion, I believe.
That's what I would do. He's going to try to throw it a couple of occasions. Gives it to the up man. I believe that is Spencer. Look at this. When are they going to blow the whistle? Well, Spencer never did go down, did he?
No, he picked up 7 yards also.
You'll notice that about Memphis. Sometimes Parker will be the up man and Spencer the tailback, and sometimes they will vary that and put another man up and another man back.
All right, now we have Ricky Porter's back in there. Last time he called his name, he fumbled.
That's right. Now we have less than 4 minutes to go in the game. Bradley wide to the right. And Henry Williams to the left. A lot of substitutions by Memphis. There goes Spencer, and there he goes down. Fine defensive play there by number 77, Mike Butler, who lost his starting job on the left side to James Ramey during the season. Now it is 3rd down and about a yard to go.
Memphis has not punted,
No, they have not.
They have not punted the entire evening.
Because I had all my ad-libs about Jim Miller, who had his foot stepped on in about the 5th game of the year and was out. And as this is his first night back, and he hadn't had a chance to punt the ball. They're punted. Well, do they have the first down? I'm not quite sure.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
No first down.
That's Porter again.
But I think I'd go, well.
Why not? 38-14, keep the ball. The worst they can do is give it to them inside their own 40. They haven't done much tonight offensively at all.
Exactly.
Well, go for it. Besides that coach over there is Pepper Rogers. And he does things many times that others would not do. This is not a crucial spot for him, of course, but Pepper's is the gambling nature.
Walter Lewis just keeps this. Well, they got almost a yard to go. Going to go to their right, I think.
That's Spencer. He's got it. Lots of it.
That'll take us down to the 2 minutes.
Yep. Keith Clark is the man, number 56, hanging on to him, but he's got the first down. 2 minutes to go in the game, and Memphis in charge, and they'll be running out the clock or trying to when we come back. Showboats on a roll, 38, and the Bandits 14. Tampa Bay will be 9-4 after tonight. Birmingham, if they knock off Los Angeles tomorrow, would be 9-4. New Jersey, should they take Denver tomorrow, that'll be a tall order, also be 9-4. And Memphis is going to be 8-5, all in the Eastern Conference, of course. That's the big deal about tonight's ball game. They're giving the ball to Spencer a lot, and he gets down to the 30, maybe the 29-yard line. Of course, over the Western Conference, Oakland was losing tonight, which would make them 8-4-1, and Denver would move up into second place in a tie with Houston, and Denver's got New Jersey tomorrow, and Houston has got Jacksonville Monday night. You'll see that here on ESPN. So both conferences, lots to be decided between now and the final game of the season, the weekend of June 22nd, 23rd. 1:25 left. Spencer again looking for the first down. The story has been the 4 turnovers. 2 of those were interceptions in the end zone. Kelly had a magnificent night, tying the club record with better than 290 yards, threw 2 touchdown passes to Derek Crawford and 1 to Mosier. And Spencer, of course, has had a good night. His best night before tonight was just 69 yards. That's been his best. Now the clock goes below the minute mark, and this is history, and it's going to be an enjoyable flight from Tampa back to Memphis tonight for the Showboats. I guarantee you.
And Spencer needs 10 more yards. They have 100.
He's already done better than he's ever done. Now there is Leonard Williams, and he's not going to get much, and it's going to be 4th down and short. But it'll be only a few seconds to go the next time they get the snap of the ball. If
they won't have to.
They won't have to.
Well,
do that.
they're thinking about measuring this now.
With 31 seconds to go and 30. Okay. Don't think Pepper's not happy. He doesn't care, you know. They are going to measure. And that just prolongs Steve Spurrier's tenure on the sidelines even more. And remember, we told you Paul and I will be with Memphis out in Portland next Saturday. But next Saturday, Tampa Bay does not get a respite at all. New Jersey comes to town. So, and with their injuries to Norgren and to Kirchbaum tonight, we don't know how serious that knee injury is. This is what we're telling you about. Tampa Bay, 9-4. Birmingham, they got to gain tomorrow. Could be 9-4. So can New Jersey. In any event, Memphis is assured of only being 1 game back.
Jacksonville, Baltimore, they're still not out.
Oh, yeah. As a result of this loss tonight, they're just 2 games back and half a dozen to go. New Jersey comes in there next Sunday afternoon. So there'll be an added day of rest for Tampa Bay, and they will need it. 4th down and inches to go. They've started the clock again, and they can let the clock just run out if they want.
No, there's 31 seconds on the clock, so they're going to have to take at least 1 snap. But you take it when that thing gets down to 1 second. Take the snap, and that'll kill it.
Well, the scoreboard clock shows 10 seconds, 9, and the play clock is about 2 seconds ahead of it.
Well, Walter Lewis is looking at that. There it is.
That does it. That does it. Memphis triumphed 21 points.